What is up, good people? It's time for the newest edition of Notes by Notes right here on Facebook and YouTube. We have a jam-packed show for you today. I'm going to rant a little bit later on in the show about some picks that I have for the college football weekend. Also, Joe is going to give you his locks as well, like he does every single week. And we have Pj Ricochet, longtime musical artist in the DFW area, dropping by to tell us about his newest single, Touch Your Toes. And today I am flying solo. K-Dot and AP are taking a vacay day. It's all good, baby. We're going to keep the momentum going. But before we get started, I do want to tell you about our newest sponsor. Our newest sponsor is exciting news. A to Z for Skin and Hair. And A to Z for Skin and Hair offers a bevy of hair and skin products that have no preservatives and are made with love. Like their rice water, which is used to promote healthy, strong growth of the hair and prevent dandruff. Their moisturizing hair butter, which is used for everyday styling. Their rapid growth, which is a perfect mix of all natural oils. And their gang beard oil, which I use every morning and every night to keep my beard game on fleek, baby. To contact A to Z Skin and Hair to find out more about their products, give them a call at 469-674-5567. Once again, that's 469-674-5567. And tell them the crew at Notes by Notes sent you. Let's go ahead, get it started.
You've heard of hot takes, and you're probably tired of hearing the same old talking heads repeating the same stuff over and over again. The time has come for the game to evolve, and just like in sports, there are a select number of individuals who are leading the evolution of change and pushing the game forward. This isn't just a sports podcast. This podcast is about how life, culture, and sports all meet at one intersection. This is the new wave. This is the new sound. This is the evolution. This is Notes by Noakes.
What is good, good people? It is time for Notes by Noakes. I got my boy Pj Ricochet on the line with me. First guest of Notes by Noakes. What's good, my bro?
What you got going on, what I got going on, man. So I'm happy to be here, bro.
Hey, bro, I'm super happy to have you because I remember whenever we first started chopping it up or whatever, we was trying to figure out like the schedule and how we could get you on and everything. I remember actually last year you let me debut top of the year on the show, and I really appreciated that, bro. That was a solid for real.
Nah, man, I appreciate that. That was my first, I can always say, bro, you were my first sports show that my music was played on. Like, it's a milestone. It's bigger to me than you probably understand, because it's always, I'm a big sports fan, so to hear my music, on your show, like, that was big, man. So I appreciate that for real.
Man, you already know, bro. Well, I really want to get started with this interview here, Ricochet, because the thing is, man, I know a ton of people. I know a lot of people back who graduated in 06, 07, 08 in the hype of the Dallas music scene where you had all these clubs like Cirque, Purgatory, like all the different clubs that were in and out of Dallas. And then you just talk about like the music scene, like with, let's say DSR, Big Tuck, Trill Lee and Prince Rick, Paper Chasers. There's just so many that come to mind, but Pj Ricochet is one that distinctly comes to mind because of his hit Clean as a Whistle. So where I want to start here, bro, I just want to ask, who is Pj Ricochet? How did you get your start, and how did you get to this point?
Well, I started out as Ricochet. The PJ is because, my brand Plain Jane, I'm saying? I'm rocking the shirt, I'm saying? We got the merch.
Hey.
Plain Jane apparel, I'm saying? Shout out to my squad. And, Ricochet, it's two different meanings for Ricochet, for me, as far as my name. And one of them is I always bounce back. from anything that I go through, you know what I'm saying? And also, the energy that I have transfers from me into everybody I'm around. Bounces off of me to everybody I'm around. So it's two different meanings. You know what I'm saying? On one end, I always come back. I always bounce back. You know, and I usually cause more damage when I bounce back. You know what I'm saying? And then also my energy. Just when I got it, everybody get it.
Yeah.
You know, at least that's what I always aim to strive to achieve. So yeah.
For sure, bro. For sure. And, I seen that in just our interaction, bro. Like, actually, yesterday it was funny. I was talking to my wife, or we were in the car, and you called, and we were chopping it up. And after we hung up the phone, she was like, yo, how long you been knowing Ricochet? I'm like, I mean, about a year plus. And she was like, well, it just seems like y'all been knowing each other for years. And I was like, well, number one, it's a Dallas thing. Number two, like, it's just a respect thing because I supported him and he supported me. So it's always going to be that chemistry that's
No
there.
bias, you know what I'm saying? There was no, oh, because I've been knowing him X amount of years, I'm gonna support him over whoever. We really just really connected.
Yeah.
And we really connected, and we both want the same things for our brands. We both know what it is to be, great at what we do. And then sometimes everybody don't always notice, how good you are at what you do. And so we just kind of identified, and I really, really respect you, for what you do. And we're gonna get to the sports, but I'm a huge sport. You know how you see me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see how I am, and we'll get to that. But yeah, man, like it's just a real vibe.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and that honestly, bro, like that's how it is. Like actually I don't really run up on a lot of people that, you can network with and you can actually build like friendships and relationships with. So, I'm super happy that, we got to know one another and we're at this point, with our network and relationship and also the personal relationship too, because I think that that's very, very important whenever you're talking, business. Sometimes with business, there is some personal that goes with it. But, I'm happy to have you as a homie, bro, especially because you came out with that Clean as a Whistle track, bro. I got people who asked me all week, bro. They was like, you got Ricochet from Clean as a Whistle coming on. So let me ask you this. How did you get your start in the music business, bro? Like what was the scene like back in 2000, early mid 2000s? What was it like in Dallas for you?
Man, nobody gave a shit about you rapping. Nobody cared. Like, I mean, you had people that was rapping, bro, but you had to really, really prove yourself. Like, I started from the underground. I started from the bottom. I didn't just jump up and then I had a hit. No, I was doing like the open mic shows where don't nobody really be there, you know what I'm saying? Just be about 5 or 6 people. And you on stage trying to prove to people that you deserve to come the next week and get on stage. And, I used to go on K104, like before Clean as a Whistle. I used to go on K104 like on Fridays, and I'm talking about embarrassed rappers live on the radio.
Man.
Cat Daddy, you can ask Lady J. You ever run in there and be like, man, Ricochet used to come up there and really do the band like that? They're gonna be like, yeah, for like weeks. You know what I'm saying? And I be winning game systems. I don't even really play video games. I was playing video games when I was a kid, but I don't got no system. I don't be playing no video games. And I used to win all these games in PS2s when PS2s was out and PS3s.
Take them back.
I used to win systems that I don't even play and just used to give them out, stuff like that. So I was doing that, and then people wanted me to produce. You know what I'm saying? I was engineering before I was really rapping, and that really wasn't by choice. I was in a situation where I was running a studio, and I was just engineering people that was coming in, just running the studio in the daytime and then using time afterwards to try to like do my own thing, you know what I'm saying? But some complications with that happened, so I don't know, man. Like when I started pushing Clean as a Whistle, it was more so like you had to really like go to the clubs. Like it wasn't no just being on the phone. You just gonna be on your phone all day. We ain't had it. Like you had to go out there and really work. It wasn't like to me me, if you know what you're doing, it's easier now than it was then. You know what I'm saying? You got TikTok, all that. So, I mean, I just started working clean as a whistle through the clubs. They kind of took it out of rotation in the clubs because I was hustling, bro. I was in the streets, trying to keep a job, selling dope. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? Banging, you know what I'm saying? The whole nine. That's what I was doing before clean as a whistle. Like
Man.
I was just bad too because I had 2-parent home. You know what I'm saying? I was bad as hell. But when clean as a whistle, like I don't know, the DJs put it in back in rotation after I got serious. It started taking off across the clubs. I mean, it was in every club in that Cirque, Shade, One, DMX, like man, so many different clubs, Rag Daddies, Crystals, you know what I'm saying, Arlington, the Chrome in Fort Worth, like it was everywhere. And got on the radio, and I didn't know shit about the business, bro, at all, bro. I thought I was just rapping, and I didn't know how to collect my publishing or nothing. So I was like getting messed out a lot of money that I left on the table just because I didn't know. So I took some time out, learned the business. Me and my partners, we got the LLC, Plain Jane LLC. That's what the PJ stand for. It's Plain Jane Ricochet. You know what I'm saying? But PJ Ricochet, And we got the LLC going, click my own publishing now, And I got a big hit, man, that's out, man, called Touch Your Toes. Y'all gotta go get that. All streaming platforms, we won't talk about that. But I done been through a lot in my career, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know it because I don't choose to publicize it. You know what I'm saying? I try to, if I'm going through something, I try not to let people see that side. I'm going through something right now. I got this kidney issue that I'm dealing with. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't need to always see that. But I deal with real life stuff, but I'd rather somebody see me working than see me, fucked up, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So, but yeah, now I came from not knowing how to collect my publishing, doing shows, not really getting paid for shows, to where if anybody call me, they know they gotta pay me, and if they don't want to pay me, we can work a dough split, but it's gonna be some money being transferred, back and forth now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got my business now. I ain't really, but Touch the Toes hot, man. It's all over TikTok. And it's like it only been out like what, a month maybe?
Yeah.
Like almost 100 videos.
Man.
People around the country and stuff. So.
Well, bro, and we talked about this before. I mean, before the show, I was just telling you how much of an inspiration you've been. You know what I'm saying? Just by taking everything that you learned early on and applying it to what you do now is like super inspirational. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you came into the game, you really didn't have any experience, but you learned, and now all your stuff is like blowing up. Again, like Touch Your Toes, which we're going to talk about here shortly. And also at the end of the show, I'm going to play a little preview for him if that's okay with you, PJ.
It's already out. You know what I'm saying? It's on everything. It's on Apple Music. It's on Amazon. You want to go drop it in your playlist, Tidal or whatever, it's everywhere. So everybody go get that Touch Your Toes, PJ Ricochet, produced by Extra Fly Music. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to BY, shout out to, my whole team, Sideboard Management,
Yeah.
But yeah, I got a hit, man. Anybody that's watching this, I'm telling y'all, when y'all go get Touch Your Toes, ladies, y'all gonna want to be real ratchet with this one. I promise.
Yeah, he ain't lying, bro. I done seen the videos. They've been live, bro. They've been live for real. So, we were talking about Touch Your Toes, but you haven't just released Touch Your Toes. I mean, in the past calendar month, you released Top of the Year, Lock with the Knob, I'm Back, and this is the fourth one with Touch Your Toes. And also, you mentioned that She Bangin' is actually making a steady comeback as well. Like,
yeah, man, She Bangin' was way. I don't know. A lot of y'all I gotta go look up She Bangin'. Go pull up Ricochet She Bangin'. It's on everything too. That was a big twerk record, But at that time, I was fighting the case at the time, and I really wasn't. It was a BS case, but I was trying to set me up for something else because they already knew what I wanted, but they couldn't do it. But I was pushing She Bangin', and She Bangin' got a lot of like some twerk videos and it popped up on it and stuff like that. That's what Touch Your Toes is doing. Top of the year, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, the pandemic, tried its hardest to really make it hard for me to push that record, man. But that's a hit. It's still a hit.
Bruh.
It's just, we need to push. I think we need to get to the top of the year again.
Bruh, you sent me that track in March last year, bruh. I was like, fam, this is what Dallas music is about right here. Like, this is exactly. And then you see the music video, and you're like, yo, the music video with the graphics and the different transitions, and it's just a different vibe, bro. But do you plan on releasing? I mean, or actually, what motivated you to release more music during this unprecedented time in during the pandemic?
Everybody thinking I was out here messed up, man. Wasn't dropping no music. I don't hear some new pain. I'll be alright. I had got a red 2 weeks before I did the drop the I'm Back video.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, y'all need to go check that out. Go look up Ricochet I'm Back. Pj Ricochet I'm Back. I directed my shout out to Paper Stack Graphics, Paper Stack Films. He directed it. I wrote the whole treatment though. I wrote the whole everything. It's like a hood version of Scream. That's what the video is like. You know what I'm saying? So y'all go check that out too. You know what I'm saying? That's dope. But yeah, I was in a wreck 2 weeks before I dropped that video on Halloween.
Man.
I was in a wreck October the 3rd or 4th, something like that. And y'all ain't gonna see me out here. I'm gonna be working. Like
That's why he
going through.
That's why he my dog, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, the grind don't stop. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to do. Man, that's awesome, bro. And also, like he said, go watch I'm Back. I watched the video. Video production is phenomenal with that one. I thought that was like really dope how you had all four of the people kind of like on the phone beforehand, and then it led into the show, into the music video. Yeah.
Real story, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was crazy, man. It took us forever, man. Like, to shoot that video, man. Shout out to my girl, you know what I'm saying? But she was a trooper in that video because we was up to like 4 a.m. something like that, from like 9 p.m.
Damn.
The night before shooting that, doing different stuff, man. It was cold, like it was crazy, bro. That was fun.
Yeah, bro. That looked like a fun video to shoot, bro. So what would you tell? Because there's a lot of people who are trying to get into the music industry. There's a lot of people shifting towards a creative mindset to where they're now creating art. I mean, I'm one of those people. But what would you tell aspiring music artists or creatives, and what insight would you give them to get started on their creative careers?
Man, you need to learn business first. It's cool to be creative, but if you're not making no money, you just doing it as a hobby or what? You trying to be a superstar, you gotta know business. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I try to tell a lot of people, man. You don't know how to like collect your publishing, you don't know nothing about your split sheets, you don't know how to collect your money out, monetizing like your social media and stuff, then it don't matter how hard you go. Ain't nobody gonna see it. Because you're not putting your money into your marketing. Put your money into your marketing. Focus on influencer. That's everybody's favorite word.
Influencer, yeah.
Influencers. That's what you need to be focusing on. Creators. Everybody's an influencer now. I'm an influencer. You an influencer. We got platforms that people gonna watch and tune into. But yeah, learn the business. Get your marketing together. Get your marketing up. Put in BS videos with no 4K quality if you can't play on the TV.
Bruh, look, I'm getting there. I had to get the 4K webcams, you know what I'm saying? Next thing is a rig. So I want an actual rig, and probably a couple of DSLR cameras too, so that way, the production of everything around here gets better too. So, the business, like you said, bro.
I'm talking about these rappers with
Oh, I know, bro. I'm just chiming in. I know you ain't talking about me.
Look, I don't got nothing bad to say about you, fam. I'm proud of you, man. Y'all better say notes by notes. Telling you, y'all sleeping because this man finna be big, and when he is, he gonna make sure I got all the tickets. Watch. That's what I see. That's what I tell you. I see big things for this young man right here.
Man, bro, that means a lot, bro. I'm just grinding, bro. You know, head down. I'm just in it, bro. I'm just making sure that everything stays afloat. We stay consistent with the content, and the biggest thing to me is, you know, like you said, I got a passion for this, bro. Like, I have a true passion for doing this, talking into a mic, reporting at Maverick games, talking about the XFL, reporting news about the XFL. It's like a real passion. I just see so many people out here that just do it to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I made a post like last week. Kind of, I guess my co-host would say that I was calling people out, right? But I wasn't calling nobody out. I was just stating facts. I got over 500 friends on Facebook, right? So that means at least there should be more than 10% of my friends on Facebook who take 10 seconds out of their day to go and hit subscribe on the YouTube channel.
It literally takes maybe a second to do.
It's not that hard, bro. Like, I remember we linked up. He was like, bro, check out my music, hit the subscribe button, like here, like there. I did all that within less than a minute, bro. All that within less of a minute. And that's the initiation of support. But a lot of people, they only support what's popular. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I was following you when, since I'm subscribed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, like, people got that same support people be preaching about, even if they at a certain level, they got to show that same support. That's what I try to tell people, man. You don't know who know who. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know this man know me. You don't know who we tied to.
Yeah. Exactly.
Make sure you support, what people doing, man. We young entrepreneurs. You know, I'm getting up there. But I just look good, you know what I'm saying?
My bro, say, bro, the music's banging already, bro. I'm telling you, bro, like, I'm serious. Like, actually, funny thing, bro. I got my co-host Joe Scanlon. He was on the show, full time back when we were doing it, but he's just the creative advisor for the show now. But he's from Agtown. Tell me why he quoted "Clean as a Whistle" in the message today. Quoted it. Bar for bar. I said, and get this, bro. He's white. I said Ricochet has reach. You know what I'm saying?
It was 106.1. It wasn't just on K14979.
What?
Kiss FM.
They had you on. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I didn't even know it was on 106.1.
There were different types of parties, man, back then, bro. I was doing some real different parties. Like, it was crazy how my reach was. Like, but even now, it's crazy, man. I got people doing yoga to touch your toes.
Yeah. See?
Like, touching your toes and, like, saying the ad libs to the hook on the song. TikTok and Reels. It's crazy how the grind just transferred over, man, from all that other stuff I done did, to now, But yeah, I got some hits, man. They be playing, man. I got some hits for real. I got some hits that people don't know that if they drop, I have an arsenal of stuff. I got one that's gonna drop in a minute, called Full Alert.
Uh-oh.
It's different, But yeah, man, I'm grinding, man. I'm in a good space right now.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. So, with all that being said, I know since you're grinding, you're passionate about what you do. What motivates you, bro? Like, what keeps you going at the end of it all?
My kids, my family, my girl. Like, I don't know. The fact that a lot of people don't want to see me don't want to see me successful, that boosts me a lot because I go through a lot on a day-to-day basis, you know what I'm saying? And I'm busy a lot too, Like, later on, I got to go and go see this dance team in Arlington, go watch them, you know what I'm saying? Like, I be on the go. I don't just sit around. I be working, you know, and so I do it for them. The ones that see me do well, be successful, I do it for them. But of course, I do it for my fans too, you know. But I know my fans gonna be there if they my true fans. They gonna be there. But like the haters, I do it for them too, you know. But first and foremost, my family, you know. I'm a family man. Everybody know that, you know. The good, the bad, the ugly, you know what I'm saying? But everybody else, you know, I'm doing it for y'all too. You know, rocking with
Yeah. Word to you.
rocking with
Ah, bro, you already know Noakes rocking with you, fam.
we been locked in. I already know. I'm gonna see it online, or I'm gonna get a call. He gonna say, ESPN just called me. It's time, bro.
Dog. Hey, if that's the case, I'm gonna need a theme song for the nationally syndicated radio show. That's all I'm saying, bro.
It's a good time. Watch. I ain't gonna be able to call you.
Ah, man. You see, so for me, what's crazy is my family member said it. He was like, bro, you're a celebrity. I was like, celebrity? I'm not a celebrity. You know, well, I mean, my thing is that, you know, I am humble with it. You know what I'm saying? I really like the people, like you said, the people who's been there will always get my respect, bro. Like that's just how it goes. You know what I'm saying? People who have supported from the beginning, you'll always get my respect. I'll always be one call away, bro. I would never shut down anybody who was truly rocking with me in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like I know people from back in the gap that say they will rock with me, but they don't.
Hey man, I'm gonna just pop up behind you, man. I'm gonna be all in the camera.
Photo bombing my shot.
Obama shot, right? Live on camera. I'm gonna kill him like that. I already know, man. I'm proud of you, and I know it's vice versa, man.
Yeah, bro. Hey man, always locked in, bro. Hey man, I know you got to get to see the girls in Arlington tonight. So just a couple of questions here. First, I do want to ask you this. This was the last question on the outline because you know I wanted people to know your affiliation with your NFL team. And
Yeah.
when did you become a Pittsburgh Steelers fan?
In '96, when Jerome Bettis got traded from the Rams. I'm a big Bus fan, Cordell Stewart fan, Troy Polamalu. Like, you know, Terry Bradshaw was the funniest man on earth.
You ain't lying, bro. That Fox Kickoff is a great show, bro.
Oh my God, like, you know, there's so many different reasons, man. You know, like, you know, having 6 rings and being on top for so long, you know, when Jimmy Johnson, and when I'm gonna tell you something, man, when Jimmy Johnson left, that's when I was like, I was already not really watching football at that age when I was younger, but when Jimmy Johnson left, that's when I was done. Like, I was done with that franchise. You know what I'm saying? I try, and I'm from Dallas. You know what I'm saying? I rep everything else Dallas, but when Jimmy left and the way he left, you know what I'm saying? You win a ring and then you get to me, you know, forced out. You know what I'm saying? To me, you know, that's why I rock with who I rock with.
Hey,
You know what
man.
I'm saying? So,
Them
you know,
killer bees.
I want to see us get another one. You know, I think Ben, you know, has the tools to do it, but I don't know, man. It's a different game scheme now. You know, Juju, he's still out there. You know, and we got, you know, Claypool. You know, we got some arsenal. We got a young offensive line. You know what I'm saying? You know, but I want to see us get another one, you know. So I'm a big Steelers fan. You know, I'm a big Hines Ward fan. Like, I used to watch Troy Polamalu run from sideline to sideline.
I'm shaking my head.
Like, yeah, I can't do it, man. I can't do it, bro. You know, I got a whole scroll. If you want to go down the scroll, I can go down the scroll.
I think your scroll.
That's,
I think
that's
it's probably long because that's how everybody who leaves Cowboy Nation, they have a whole damn list of why they
everything.
left.
We tore all them houses down in Arlington to build a stadium, and now we're in no games. You know, you had the guy that went to jail for letting his partner drive drunk, and then bring it back on the team, and then he go back to jail right after that.
Yep.
You know, you got. I mean, it's a lot of reasons, man. It's a lot of reasons. There's a lot of reasons, you know. So, yeah, you know.
Hey,
Be
man.
nation, you know what I'm saying? Steeler nation, Steeler gang. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's for real, bro. Over here, like,
Bruh.
you know.
If y'all follow him on Facebook, just so y'all know, every Sunday at about maybe 9 o'clock in the morning, all you going to see is bees going across the post. It's going to be like Steeler Nation. That is it.
That is it, man. Shout out to Snoop, man. He a Steelers fan. You know, it's a lot of people that's from different places that are Steelers fans, man. It's the, you know, shout out to Mike Tomlin. You know what I'm saying? You know, they be hating on Mike Tomlin, but he you know, we was 8-8, you know, recently, but we didn't have nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cowboys had they host y'all host squad. I believe they had a trade.
Come on, man.
Man, y'all was 8-8, right? If I'm not mistaken, since we talking football, because you know you was gonna get me on here and I was gonna talk.
Bruh. Look now. Look, bro. So my cap, we was 8-8. No. 2016, we was 13-3. Then 2018, we were 10-6, and that's after the Amari Cooper trade.
Look, just because you got good players, don't mean you got a good team. So you know that. You know that. Know that now. Just because you got good players, don't mean you got a good team. Now we done had some good players too.
Bro, that's why I just take it game by game with the Cowboys.
Y'all players. Y'all was. Y'all did have Amari Cooper, Zeke.
That's facts, bro. You ain't lying. That's facts. That's true facts.
Brandash, you know. Y'all even had old Sean Lee out there, man. Y'all even had him out there.
He ain't worth nothing. He ain't worth nothing.
Pj Watt, man, he's something else, man. He's something different, man.
All right, man. Stop gassing up your squad, bro. Stop gassing them up.
Ooh, TJ Watt made it sound that big deal, man.
Oh shit, bro. Oh, that's hilarious, man. Well,
We beat y'all with our reserves, the Hall of Fame game. It's all we don't. We ain't gotta see y'all the rest of the season.
hey, before that though, we did beat y'all Zeke and Dak's rookie year. You remember that game, 2016?
I remember that game. I remember. Well, it's about now. It ain't about what happened then. We beat y'all first game of the season. First game of the season, y'all was y'all. Yeah, I don't care if it was preseason.
When I seen that too.
They gotta see y'all the rest of the season to the playoffs.
Bruh, when you posted that, you was like, I don't even care. It might be the Hall of Fame game, but the Cowboys fans still gonna hold this L.
Y'all didn't score on our reserves. Y'all didn't even score a touchdown.
Man, bruh.
Y'all had 3 points. I'm telling you, man.
I'm embarrassed to even talk about it, bruh.
When I came on, you knew we was gonna get to it. Cause you see, I am my boys.
I know how it goes, bro. Those colors don't run, man. It's black and yellow all day. For sure, bro. Hey, man, Ricochet, real quick, bro. Last question here, just for the listeners, man. If you could go back and change anything about your journey, bro, would there be anything that you would change?
Man, the time I missed from my family. It's gonna come up again, cause I'm gonna have to get on this road. But the time you miss with your family, the extent that I put on my body, to do this thing, So, a lot of people don't know that, I have kidney surgery coming up. You know what I'm saying? you don't see it a lot because I'm good at concealing it because I be working like but yeah, family, spending more time with family, not being so busy all the time, but at the same time that's a temporary feeling because bills don't care about that.
Right.
If you're busy about money, you got, you need to take care of some stuff at the house, then it is what it is.
Yeah.
Just spending time with fam and being there to really see certain little things that I wouldn't have seen if I wasn't really doing music, but as far as me, just like, if I could go back and do it all over again, I don't know. Sometimes I think I still do it all over again, some depending on what day I'm saying, how I'm feeling about, how I would have did it, But I know I do incorporate my family more in my lifestyle now than I was when I was younger, so that's always good.
That's important, bro. I mean, I guess that's why we vibe so well, bro, because the core values, you know what I'm saying? It's all about family, bro. Like, you got to, like, that's your support system. That's everything that you got. They're going to be the ones who are going to be there to lift you up at the end of the day. No, anything can happen. Family's always going to be there. That's the bottom line, so, so I appreciate you, bro, man. I really do. What I'm going to do with Touch Your Toes, I'm going to put it on the back end of the show so that way people could listen to it as soon as we go out.
I appreciate it, man. Y'all go get Touch Your Toes, produced by Extra Fly Music. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm proud of you, fam. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. Y'all make sure y'all follow me and follow my boy, you know what I'm saying? And it's Pj Ricochet, PJ Ricochet on every streaming platform, all social media. And everybody stay safe, man. Be blessed and mask up too. We out there turning up.
Hey, I appreciate you, my brother. Hey, we got to do this again sometime, bro.
Definitely, bro. Definitely, man. Anytime.
For sure, bro. Well, that's it for our interview with PJ Ricochet, folks. Stay tuned for the next segment of Notes by Notes for this week. Welcome back to Notes by Notes. This show is sponsored by A to Z Hair and Skin Products. That was a great interview with our friend PJ Ricochet. He stopped by the show. So good to chop it up with my bro, especially with everything that's going on in his life, with his new music, with some of the things that you heard about. We'll continue to keep him in our prayers, and also we want to make sure that we support the people who are supporting us as well. So all love to PJ Ricochet, man. Thank you so much for stopping by the show. It was a good one. Real quick before we get out of here, I need about 5 minutes. I need 5 minutes. Jay hasn't flown solo in so long, but there was one thing that I thought was super important to get off my chest before college football starts here shortly. All right, if you're watching this video now, college football is probably about to kick off in the next 5 to 10 minutes if it hasn't already done so. But I do want to talk about Spencer Rattler in this game that he has upcoming against West Virginia University, Oklahoma Sooners, West Virginia University, playing today at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Here's my thing. This is going to be a much closer game than I think we all realize. And the reason why I say that is because West Virginia, number one, is a much better team than anticipated. Number two, the Sooners have only, out of their 3 games this year, they won 1 game handily. That was against Western Carolina. Don't know where that is. But their first 2 games, or 2 out of 3 games, they only won those games by 1 possession. Why is that so important? The reason why it's so important that you pay attention to the 1 possession is that West Virginia is actually really good at playing in one-possession games. I believe their first 3 games of the season have all been one-possession games. Well, actually 2. They split. They won 1 and they lost 1 by 7. They won 1 by 7 and they lost 1 by 7. That's really important context when we're talking about this Oklahoma Sooners team playing West Virginia at home tomorrow. But I do want to point out Spencer Rattler, because this is going to be one of those games where Oklahoma fans have to judge accordingly, which I'm a Texas fan, and I'm going to judge my team here shortly. But you have to, OU fans, judge what you see accordingly. Based on the stats, based on what you have seen for the first 3 weeks, are you sure that you're confident that Spencer Rattler is as good as he is? Are you confident that this team can pull out a win against West Virginia at home? Are you confident that this team will be in the college football playoff when it's all said and done? I think not. And I think the biggest issue that you guys have right now is your quarterback. So I'm doing some picks here. I am taking West Virginia in the upset win today against the Sooners. And also, to piggyback off of that, let's talk about Texas and Texas Tech. This is a big-time game for the Longhorns and Steve Sarkisian. We cannot sugarcoat that. After that beating against Arkansas, they came out, beat Rice last week. That's great, but what do you do in conference competition? That's very important. This is a game that I am eyeballing as a potential upset for the Texas Longhorns, just like I'm eyeballing West Virginia against Oklahoma. But the reasons for me thinking that Texas may get upset is not really about one specific player. I think it has much to do with this team still learning and growing under Steve Sarkisian. And by the way, I didn't know that since Steve Sarkisian was hired as the head coach at the University of Texas, he was supposed to be the savior. I didn't know that. I didn't know that he was supposed to come in and win games big every single week. I didn't know that Texas was supposed to go undefeated. I didn't know that. I didn't know. Well, I didn't know because that's not what's supposed to happen with a new head coach in a new program in a different state, in a different region, in a different conference. The Arkansas loss was bad, but Arkansas attacked Texas the way that many people think they should have attacked Texas, and that's by surprising Texas in that new PK defense. That's what they did. They surprised us. They said, yo, we're going to play 3 down linemen. They showed up with, or they said we're going to play 4 down linemen. They showed up and they played more of a pass-heavy scheme or pass defense-heavy scheme against Texas, which limited Hudson Card inside the pocket and also made our offensive line look really bad because they were protecting him all day, but he ended up getting a sack. Couldn't throw the football, had a hard time throwing the football all game long. My point is this. We should not be as quick to jump off the Steve Sarkisian bandwagon as a lot of people are. We should give this thing some time to bake. It's going to take time for Steve Sarkisian to really grab the reins of this program and turn it around. Another thing, recruiting changes programs. I'll say it again. Recruiting changes programs. What does that mean? We have to allow Steve Sarkisian to get his recruits in. Because, like I said last week on this show, there's not going to be any quarterback that Steve Sarkisian has at Texas that's going to throw less than 100 yards in a game. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen because his offense isn't designed that way, and a lot of defenses can't truly defend that. The issue against Arkansas is that we had inexperience. But bet your bottom dollar that if Steve Sarkisian gets the right quarterback, he already has the right running back in Bijan Robinson, this team is going to be much better. So I am taking Texas. in the win over Texas Tech, mainly because they're at home. Also, I do think it's going to be tight. It's going to be a shootout, but I think Texas gets the ball last and they score last with a field goal, a Cameron Dicker kick to finish it off. So those are my 2 picks for this weekend. I'm taking West Virginia over Oklahoma, and I am taking Texas over Texas Tech. Before we get out of here, I got to shoot it over to my guy Joe so that way he can give you his picks. So stay tuned. Let's hear from Joe.
Thank you, Jay. It is time for another edition of Joe's Pick'em, and if you followed me so far, you've won some money because I am 5 for 9 through the first 3 weeks of this segment, and I'm hoping I'll have some more picks for y'all here today. Let's start it off with the college ranks, of course. Big game down in Arlington, Texas. I'd probably be tailgating there if I wasn't in Nebraska. We have A&M taking on Arkansas, with A&M favored by 5.5 points. Hold on to your butts here. I've got Arkansas points on this one, and you're going to be like, Joe, what the? It's A&M. It's Arkansas. Did y'all not watch the Arkansas-Texas game a couple weeks ago? Arkansas is for real this year. I'm calling it right now. I think they're for real this year. They're not going to win the SEC West, of course, but I think they're going to give A&M a run for the money because A&M, their defense is pretty good. Their offense has left me with much to be desired. So if Arkansas is able to, take control of this game on the offensive side of the ball, I think it could be a shootout. And I think, not very common for SEC games, but I think it could be a shootout. And I think Arkansas pulls it out. It's not going to be a big margin of victory, but they definitely cover 5.5 points. They could lose by 3, honestly, but I personally think they're going to win the game. So definitely take Arkansas points when it comes to that game. We have another big matchup of ranked teams in Chicago, actually. They're playing in Chicago. And that is Wisconsin versus Notre Dame. 2 blue bloods, 2 powerful teams. One has continuously disappointed us the last few years. The other one's Wisconsin. So let's go into this game. Wisconsin's favored by 6.5. Give me Notre Dame points. And again, you're like, Joe, have you lost your mind? Do you not like winning money? And I'll tell you this, I usually don't win a lot of money. So the fact I'm 5 and 9, pretty good. Give me Notre Dame points because Notre Dame, they struggled against a terrible Florida State team, but Wisconsin didn't look too much better against Penn State, and I think Penn State's, they look good against Auburn. I still think Notre Dame. I mean, Chicago, big Irish town, big Notre Dame town, honestly, and I think Notre Dame loses, but I think they lose by less than 6.5. So, give me Notre Dame points. Lost my train of thought for a second. But we move on to the last and final college game. Let me pull it up here. Nebraska at Michigan State in East Lansing. Michigan State favored by 5 points. Give me Michigan State points. And now you're like, Joe, you're back on the right track. Yes, of course I'm back on the right track because I know what I'm doing here. Nebraska is going to have a down game following that OU almost upset down in Norman because that's how Nebraska is. That's how the locals feel around here. They're literally like, oh, God, we've played so great. We're going to go get smoked by Michigan State. And I tend to agree with them. So I am going to go with Sparty points there. Take Michigan State -5. We'll finish it off here with some NFL, of course. We'll start with the Saints and Pats on Sunday. New England favored by 3. I got Saints points on this one. I think the Saints win this game, actually. I think they played a lot better last week than compared to week 1. And then the Patriots have been kind of up and down. I think, 3 points is so tough. It's so tough. That means it's going to be a close game. But I think James Winston or Taysom Hill, whoever the hell they're playing at quarterback, I think he gets the job done. Mac Jones is still learning, still fresh. Bill Belichick will mold him into the next Tom Brady, or better probably. But right now, Saints points, take them -3. And finally, the big game, Monday Night Football, historic rivalry, Cowboys versus Eagles. Dallas favored by 3.5 points. Cowboys points. No, there's no bias there. I'm not biased. I'm not saying that as a Cowboys fan. Okay, I am saying it as a Cowboys fan. But the Eagles haven't really looked too good this year, honestly, in my opinion. They do have something, though, with Devontae Smith. He's going to be a good young star for them. But I personally, Dallas played a great game last week against the Chargers. Dak has looked phenomenal. The two-headed running attack of Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott, I didn't see that coming. So, heck, Zeke might lose his job. Oh. No, I'm just kidding. He won't lose his job unless he fumbles again. But, yeah, for that game, though, Dallas is probably going to win by a touchdown at least. So, definitely take Dallas points. So, to recap, and this is where the little graphics come up on the screen. It looks all fancy. A&M Arkansas, take Arkansas plus 5.5. Wisconsin Notre Dame, take Notre Dame plus 6.5. Nebraska Michigan State, take Michigan State minus 5. Saints Pats, take Saints plus 3. And Cowboys Eagles, take Dallas minus 3.5. And when you win money, please let me know. Tweet at me, DM me, thank me, buy me some flowers, take me to dinner. You know the drill. But if I don't win you money, you didn't hear this from me. Back to you, Jay.
Thank you so much, Joe, and we appreciate you and all that you do. We hope that you're staying safe in Nebraska, in your new home, Nebraska. But it's been a great show today, y'all. We got a new sponsor, A to Z Hair, Skin and Hair. And also, we had a great interview with Pj Ricochet, stopping by the show, telling us about his new single, Touch Your Toes, and also about how he came up in the music industry. Do us a favor. Before we close out the show, please go to our YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button, like the page, and turn on your notifications so that way you know exactly when to tune in to Notes by Noakes. My name is Jay Noakes, and this has been another edition of Notes by Noakes. K-Dot is back next week. AP is on vacation. We'll be back right here in the studio giving you the fiery sports talk that you want to listen to. We appreciate you guys. I'm out. Peace.
Thank you for listening to this edition of Notes by Noakes. Notes by Noakes is also available on Anchor FM, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, and Spotify.